Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. This is for the week of June 20th, 2019. The current character challenge is Suicide Squad The Joker, and this is a 1 week repeat. We're getting a lot of Suicide Squad characters actually in the past little bit.
And we might be getting Harley Quinn next week, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, and they're really good because there's no requirement at normal difficulty. There's only 9 fights in each ladder at normal difficulty, like all other Suicide Squad challenges. And then, like all other Suicide Squad challenges, it goes back to 12, 12, 12, 12, 15. I think that was the right number of 12.
Yes, yeah.
It's everything is 12 except for 15 for the last ladder for expert in nightmare modes. And what you also get is better prizes. So you get all other Suicide Squad challenges you get this too, which is you get a silver pack and then a gear locker and then a gold pack instead of bronze and then credits and then silver.
Right.
So you get, double gold characters basically, and all you have to give up is a bronze, and you give up a little bit of credits but you get a gear locker instead. So it's all around way better.
Right. And did you mention that after the first level, there actually are challenge character requirements?
Yep, you need Wonder Woman, Batgirl, and Batman, who are silver, challenge gold, and gold. And whenever there's a challenge gold, normally we'd complain, but because it's Suicide Squad, we don't need to here, because you don't really ever need to actually get to the point to unlock them in the store, or if you're using reset to get them up to the max elite, you never even need to do higher difficulties.
Because unlocking challenge characters is the most important thing, because then you have the option to use power credits to promote them later on.
Yeah, if you do it once, it means that one day with enough grinding you could get there, and you don't have to rely on the challenge coming back, basically.
Right. So he's got good high stats. He's got an interesting passive. Maniac, the Joker can't wait to show you his toys. A powerful random effect will occur on a special one, receives 10% less damage, and deals 10% more damage for each additional Suicide Squad member on your team.
Yeah, and those are 2 separate effects.
Yes.
We should be clear.
And so we did a video on him recently, and I mean, technically it was not him. It was to highlight Suicide Squad Harley Quinn Special 2, but he's sort of an integral part of it.
Yeah, he is her Special 2, basically, in that video.
Yeah, so we'll link the video here. So the damage on Suicide Squad Harley Quinn Special 2 when you pick the Joker card and he's on the team, you get damage based on Joker's damage stat. It's boosted by his passive, 10% per Suicide Squad teammate, and boosted by any of his gears that has an effect on his Special 2.
Yeah, and I mean, we get into it in a lot more detail in that video, so I think maybe we don't need to talk too much about it here. But it's really interesting.
Yeah, I think if you haven't seen the video, or definitely if you have, you really should get them. I just want to point this out again, though, because it's funny to me, is that, listen, I know the damage has to be based on something, but it's what you see when he comes in. It's a Special 1 animation.
Yep.
It's Suicide Squad Harley Quinn Special 2.
Yeah.
And he does more damage than her stated bomb should be able to do. And it uses his damage stat as his base stat, but it's his Special 2 modifiers that actually will boost the damage higher.
Yeah, including like crit chance and stuff.
That's right, exactly.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. In multiplayer, we have Reverse Flash, and his passive is Cellular Regeneration, which is, while active, the Reverse Flash has a chance to immediately regenerate health and cleanse negative effects after taking damage from a special attack. May occur 3 times per match.
Yeah, so for an MP exclusive, because he's been around for so long, he's got kind of lowish stats, base of 1,000 damage and 1,000 health.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say he used to be. I don't want to say he still is, because we haven't tried Survivor for a long time, but he used to be the most important character when we felt motivated to finish Survivor.
Yeah, and we'll also have a link to that in the description. Yeah. But he's fast like all the Flashes, but what makes him extra special is that when you swipe just once to get the first 2 swipe hits, if you don't swipe again for his 3rd swipe hit, he has the shortest sort of refractory period or period in between hits of anyone, meaning that you can juggle the opponent pretty well even if they have a bar of power, as long as he has a couple of his speed boosts.
Yeah.
And in one of the previous updates, they nerfed it, so it's harder to do the juggle, but I think it's still technically possible. It's just a really small window.
Yeah, instead of being able to do it with just 1 speed boost from a Special 1,
yeah,
I think it takes a little bit more than that to be able to get it, but
it's harder, but I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah.
In the store, we have the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn bundle for $26.99 Canadian, so probably $20 US. It's not worth it. It's only 1 copy and they won't unlock in your store, but this might be a clue for next week's challenge, which is good for anybody who's coming in recently and wants all the Suicide Squad characters, because as we've mentioned, there's a really good team that you can make by just putting all 3 of them together.
Yeah, but, if she's going to be here next week, unless you're really that eager
Yeah.
and you're impatient, then you next week you'll probably be able to get her free.
Mm-hmm.
There's
And if you can't get her next week for free, it'll be too late by the time that you know.
That's
That's
true.
the one disadvantage, because I think the time that it would actually make sense to buy them in the store is when it's a good character like this,
Yes.
with good synergy with characters that you're likely to have. But in that case, you're gonna want to wait. So the only time that it's worth it would be if the challenge, the early bundle. I forget what the nomenclature is, but the only time it would be worth buying is if it didn't lead to the challenge,
Right.
and the only times you know that is when it's already too late and the pack's gone.
That's right. So there's a new cash pack that's interesting. It's called the Arkham Allies. It's a character bundle, and it's got 2 characters: Arkham Knight Catwoman, who in my mind is the best damage over time character.
Yep.
Because her passive cannot rinse when you tag out. And also interesting is Arkham Knight Batman, because he has only ever been available in cash packs or as a random drop in the Arkham pack that used to be available for power credits but hasn't been for a while.
Yeah.
So that makes this one almost worth it if you really need to have an Arkham Knight Batman.
Yeah.
But the price is the same, $27 Canadian, as the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn bundle. But the difference is you get 1 extra good character and 100,000 fewer power credits.
Yeah, and 100,000 less power credits is not actually a big deal. It's way better to get the characters than it is for the power credits.
Except for how they price it. I can't remember how much it is, but
so it's still too expensive.
Yeah.
But it's a better deal comparatively.
Yeah.
If you look at their other sort of monetary structure for buying characters, this is a better deal than a lot of them are.
And still no packs in the rotation for power credits only.
Yeah. I'm sad that that's become sort of a consistent facet of these videos.
Yeah.
I wish that was one of the things that would change.
Yeah.
In Survivor, you got the Suicide Squad companion gear until the 26th of June, 2019.
So 1 more week.
Yep. And then Phantom Zone is not back, and Fight 62 is still broken.
Okay. So moving on to current glitches. Remember, every working glitch is explained in a video as part of the playlist that you can reach by clicking the eye in the top right corner of this video, and also linked in the description. We are Android only, so we're only able to confirm these glitches for Android.
Spoiler alert, just right up at the top, nothing has changed this week, so if you want to save that extra few minutes and that this is what you've been waiting for, you can go ahead and click off the video now.
Right. And because we're on Android, if you're on iOS and you see a user asking about it, if you know something, help each other out.
Yeah. Starting off, we can talk about the not working glitches, so the stuff that you currently can't do because you can't really search for that in the list.
Right.
There's no working glitch for credits. There is a 2-account working glitch for credits, but so we should really say there's no one that we'll endorse.
Yeah.
And basically, we talk about it in Season 6, Episode 9 of our P&Q and C and A&T video, but we have had bad experiences with 2-account glitches in the past, and we...
Two device, one account glitches.
Two device glitches in the past. And we feel strongly enough about it that we're not willing to endorse anything that uses 2 devices.
Right.
So if you really want to find it, I'm sure it's out there. And, we're not going to be, deleting comments, for example, that are talking about it.
Yeah.
Because we're not trying to hide anything. But we just personally don't recommend it, just from our own personal experiences.
Right. And so we'll specifically mention glitches that are not working now that used to be, so people are often curious about this, but not working was the previous glitch for getting repeated past multiplayer season rewards, and also not working is the glitch to get season rewards early.
There's also nothing to get through the Phantom Zone quickly right now.
Yeah, and the Phantom Zone's not there.
Yeah. I mean, it's not relevant. It's doubly not there.
Yeah.
You can't get through the Phantom Zone quickly, and you can't get through the Phantom Zone slowly right now.
That's right.
Yeah. And now we can get to working glitches. The newest glitch is the one that lets you pay Phantom Zone repeatedly while it's up. And so we're calling it still working because last time we checked it was, and there's been no updates. Right? But right now it doesn't matter, so we don't need to dwell on it.
Right. Breakthrough glitch let you play it repeatedly, still working. Some people have had trouble, we have not. And we've cut and pasted into the description a comment from viewer with a potential solution for people who've had trouble. The reason why we say it like that is because we can't test it ourselves because we've never been able to reproduce the problem.
The challenge reset method that requires Google Play Cloud Save is still working. That's confirmed on the current Suicide Squad Harley Quinn challenge.
Right. So just a reminder to be aware of it, because I know Phantom Zone isn't here all the time, but every once in a while it's back. It's good to just keep in mind that the challenge reset is basically for the exploit is basically the reset of the Phantom Zone. So
Yeah.
if you're focused on one, remember that you're going to
You're gonna get the other one as collateral, basically.
Yeah, and sometimes that's good, and sometimes if you're in the middle of getting to the end, it's not good.
Yeah, if you try to complete them at about the same time, you can Kismet, and you only have to do it once, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The airplane mode / refund glitch is working. That's good for packs with random drops, aka loot boxes, which I had stopped saying, but now seems relevant again.
With that legislation,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
And last laugh tickets. We should point out that it doesn't work in the Phantom Zone because it requires an online connection, and we've seen people in iOS talking about how it works, but we can't get any version of that working for Android, and I think
Right.
we've said it enough that we don't need to repeat here again, probably.
Time shifting still works on Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. Reminder, always return your countdown clock back to normal before you finish.
Mm-hmm.
Free energy without having to watch a video still works. We definitely haven't needed to watch the video, except a lot of times we're getting the button grayed out, sort of randomly.
So we don't watch the video, but we don't have an option to not watch the video.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, and we have a comment from Dragons952, an iOS user, in the description if your free energy button is grayed out on iOS.
Okay.
In between the not working and working glitches, I know either of us could have taken that, but I wanna steal it because
Sure.
it's been a little while. We have the promotion glitch where you can promote characters that are still locked. It hasn't had the right conditions since update 2.14, so it's not testable and it's not usable, but it has never been confirmed as patched because the last time we've used it, it was working.
Right.
Just like the Phantom Zone reset glitch.
Right.
But unlike the Phantom Zone reset glitch, it hasn't been since 2.14, not since like a week ago.
Right.
So it's been a very, very long time, but we're keeping it here because we're sticklers for technicality. And so if the Phantom Zone glitch is here, this should also be here, just, with a asterisk at the end.
I think technically that makes us pedants. Pedants? Pedantic? When you're pedantic, what are you? If you are
Pedants,
pedantic,
I think. I'm not 100%
pedants?
sure.
Are we pedants?
You know what? Doesn't matter.
Okay. And then-
Anyways.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. So we should give a huge thank you to the people who've decided to support us on Patreon. Do you want to take it away?
Yeah, a big thank you to Console Peasant, who's supporting us at the top tier Last Word, John Ariema supporting us at the Your Message Here tier, and Shawn Farrell, Daniel Simonson, and Aaron Mall, who are supporting us on the credited level, and last but not least, Eddie G, Chris Wolf, and Laszlo Georgiades at the gratitude level.
Thank you guys all so much for your support, and thanks so much to all of you for watching, listening, whatever. However you consume this, I don't know. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.